Hey guys, Rob from the After Tiny House. Just got in 69 Fahrenheit inside the tiny house, 22.1 Celsius, 48% humidity at 10:30 a.m. Update after the emergency incident with my dad there. After discharging, I think I mentioned this, but took him out for dinner, came home, kind of rested. Yeah, so he was fine throughout the night. I put on his show. He was watching that Spartacus series on Stars Network. And what else? He went back to being regular, so I guess everything's kind of cool in that regard. We're very lucky, the doctor said. Could have been a whole different story, and I agree with her, because you never know what would have happened, right? So I'm just picking up my spider plants here, trying to get off the dead branches and stuff, or dead leaves. But other than that, he's going with my mom. Oh, actually, I drove him around today. He had to do some banking and stuff, so I was definitely driving. There was no ifs, ands, or buts about that. And my mom is taking, he wanted to go down to the casino. That's their hobby, pastime. So my mom's gonna drive. I didn't think it was a good idea, only being 24 hours after what happened. But then again, he's seeing that specialist Tuesday, I guess. I drove him over there to find the location of the place, and it's fairly close, so no worries there. So I guess we'll just rely on your guys' prayers and everything in the meantime. I started giving him some supplements. He's not one for going to doctors or taking anything, but he's actually taken a little bit of stuff that I've given him over the years, so that's a good thing. And that's probably why his health is okay, other than the bizarre incident that the doctor can't even figure out. So that's an update on that, guys. While we were out, he had a gift card he had to use within a certain amount of time, so he bought himself a tool for work and like a right angle drill for tight corners and stuff like that, so that was pretty cool. And then I also got this, was on sale there. It is a mobile power inverter, a small inverter, 75 watt, and this is going to be nice for low power days, so I'm not turning the inverters on the batteries built in. This plugs into the 12 volt plug or off my charge controller, and I can run one receptacle and a USB port. Now, if you guys have been following my videos, you know I can run that little portable DVD player and the iPod through this setup. That will draw about 11 watts. Since the inverter's smaller and requires less power, it will basically, it'll make my system more efficient that way, for waste and stuff. Not that my power, I'm actually I'm wasting power by not running bigger stuff, but whatever. So this little unit here provides a maximum of 75 watts of power, 140 watts of peak power, and 60 watts of continuous power. So this is actually a 60 watt continuous inverter, which is fine because I'm only going to run 11 watts on this thing, right? So that's quite a big buffer there. So yeah, I'll show you around, guys. Temperature outside, I think this thermometer is busted. I really do. It's at 80 again. There's something wrong with that, from what I see, because it says it's 69 in here. Let me go down to my old. I got everything on, by the way. I brought the Dyson back. I got it on the charge down there, and yeah, my mom loves this thing. She wants to steal it from me, so I think I'm gonna get her one for Christmas this year. She loves this Dyson. So let's see. Fahrenheit is... Oh, it is close to 80 outside. What the hell? Okay. So that temperature probe is right. Okay, I'm shocked. Everything's on. We're in float mode, as always, here at the Off-Grid Tiny House, because I'm pretty good at managing stuff. That's my excuse anyway. Fan's still going. I left these windows open a crack last night after recording that video of me choking up over almost losing my dad in that incident, and thank God nothing happened beyond that. This window was open a crack too. Hula Girl's doing her thing, even though she's way up top. There she is. I have yet to go to the store to get the stuff I need. That's because I have a... Okay, my brother's birthday's coming up. And I have to go down. And also, the same day as my brother's birthday, we have my friend's bachelor party, because he's getting married. So, the money I was saving for getting stuff done at the tiny house is now going towards that. So, there you go. That's a little update for you guys for now. I'll do an unboxing of this guy, and we'll try him out. Don't know exactly what... I'll plug the radio into this thing, maybe. I do have a radio I can try on this thing, just to see what happens. So I'll do an unboxing. We'll see in a bit. Okay, guys. We're going to unbox my new inverter for the Off-Grid Tiny House. Mini inverter. It's the smallest one I could find in my local area without using online resources, and regular $40 for 13 for a 60 watt. It says 75 watt, it's 60. It has a fuse, 8 amp fuse, really? Okay. It's probably has a little fan in there because there's vents. It's got a USB and a receptacle, 120 volt receptacle, and there's, oh, they give you an extra fuse too. Huh. Okay. Thanks for looking up. Unless I gotta insert the fuse, I don't know. We'll find out. Give me a second. Wrangle this stuff out of here. Important. Okay, let's look at that. Do not return product to the realtor. That's trash. Okay, here's a fuse. It's a baby fuse. Replacement fuse. Please keep carefully for future purposes. Yes, I hold on to that. That's the blade I just sharpened in my other video as well. Mobile power outlet. Instruction manual. The mobile power outlet may become uncomfortably warm and can reach up to 140 Fahrenheit under extended high power operation. Well, I'm not going to be doing high power operation. I'll be doing as low as possible. Always disconnect the device by pulling on the plug itself, not the power cable. Uh-huh. Okay. Do not use the power outlet with the following equipment. Battery chargers used in the power tools. These chargers display warning label. Ventilation openings. Yeah, apparently this has an onboard alarm system when the battery is getting low too as well. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I get the basics. So we're gonna go ahead and plug this baby in, and then I'm gonna grab my radio up here just for the hell of it. So get the light on. You guys can see. I'm gonna zoom in on the area that I'm gonna be working, which is this little 12-volt hole. Actually, I can put it in this one. Might be handier. That's the old guy. I can plug him in straight in there. I'll do that. So, in he goes. A light just came on. Okay, so let's try this radio out. I don't know how many watts this thing sucks. It's an old gift I got, jukebox style. Plug it in. Hopefully it's not a lot of power. Zoom out. Oh. Yeah, I guess it's okay.
A sweeping Kansas City as they close out their weekend series against the Warriors.
This also has lights as well. That's the volume. This thing has lights built in as well. It's like I got this from my uncle a long time ago when I was a kid. Kept it because it's kind of cool. Pick up some radio stations. I'll turn it up a bit so you guys can hear.
Unexpected behavior of the road meets. There's no telling where you're headed. From the rockiest of terrains Get into a demo Chrysler 200, Ram, or Cherokee and save thousands off brand new. Demo start at 7.
Turn that down. Inverter so far is not warm to the touch. I do not feel any fan or anything blowing out of the vent, which is fine. But this, the inverters in these guys here are 400 watts each. This is only a 60. You can see it's a small inverter. So we'll see if this makes a big difference or not. I should go up and check the power. Now that I'm using a little bit more, now we're in float. Of course, it's not even putting a dent in my system. This is this one it's plugged into. This one's in float as well. That's insane. So that's pretty crazy, guys. I'm liking it. So now I can use that little guy inverter to basically run smaller equipment. I can probably run most of my small electronics down there, which is a nice thing. And I'll keep the manual with the fuse and toss the rest. Yeah, audible alarm warns of low battery voltage. Auto shutdown protects against overload, short circuit, over temperature, and low and high battery condition. Huh. So there's a lot of good safety stuff built into this. I like it. And that was the Motor Master Eliminator. I got that from the Canadian Tire store here. That doesn't help you Americans unless you're coming over to our side of the woods. I don't know if you can order stuff from Canada online from Crappy Tire over to the States. You probably can. But oh, we name it Crappy Tire. That's a nickname for it. So anyway, guys, I'm gonna kind of chill out and get some entertainment going and play with that little inverter a little bit more, see what all I can do with it. It's pretty interesting that in the beginning I thought, oh, I need the biggest inverter going because I'm gonna have all this stuff on it. No, it ends up being the opposite. I need some smaller stuff because I have small stuff that I run and don't need the bigger stuff because my loads are so small, and that way I don't have to worry about running out of power in here. But I do at night. So eventually, like I told you guys many times before, broken record, I gotta save up for this big battery bank, about 800 amp hours I'm looking at, and then I'll be set for 10 years plus probably until they puke. So I'm gonna need your guys' help figuring out where to go next. AGM, gel, flooded. I think lithiums are out of my price range unless suddenly Canada gets if our dollar goes par with the States. Guess what I'm buying? Lithiums. Even though I'll have to pay a little extra for shipping. Big deal. We'll get it done. There's a jet or something flying low. You guys might be able to hear it, I don't know. Huh. It's a drone. They're gonna bomb me. No. No, whatever. Oh, my wall near the door came off, which sucks. The screws let go because they were just sitting in the foam, and I need to do something serious. So what I'm gonna do is take some type of plywood and go into here and across here and hopefully stop that from happening. But anyway, that's it for now, guys, till I film something interesting for you. Hopefully this works out for me, and hope you guys are praying for us. Hopefully my dad's okay. It was like a freak thing, and even the doctor said that. But for now, we're being cautious. He's not driving, and that's the way it is till we get the okay from these cardiac specialists and stuff. So they didn't pull his license or anything, so well, yeah, depending on what these doctors say. So we'll see what happens. That's okay. Even if they do pull his license, we can still do work. I'll just be the chauffeur. That's no big deal. That's the way it is, right? Alright, that's it for now, guys. We'll talk to you on the next one, alright? Alright, guys, I'm gonna put my light properly together with these terminals here. First, I'm gonna make sure I switch it off at the charge controller, so I'm gonna do that first. So that we know the power is dead. So I don't have much battery power right now on the camera because I have the light on. And I'm gonna do one connector at a time. I'll do the positive first. So Get this guy in. Get this guy in. Clamp the connector down. Oops. Hard to do when the wire's pulling back on you. Hopefully you guys can still see okay. Okay, that's one. Get this other one done without it popping off. And we'll see. Oh, great. That came right out of there. And that one did too. So that's junk. Do they have any smaller ones? No. I think my method of just using tape was a lot better myself. That's stupid. So let's put this thing back in. What I'm going to do is probably not clamp it where you normally clamp it. I'm going to clamp it past the crimping spot. That way it holds the wire in place, both of them. Hopefully. No, it doesn't. It's got that one, but that's ridiculous. So obviously they're not the right size. Cool, so what I'm going to do is totally forget that and go back to just using my tape. It's the way it is. Till I get smaller, proper fittings. So all I did there, guys, was twist this around and I'll tape this back up. And I'm going to actually do that for this one too. I'll disconnect and properly get that going. My camera's about to die, so if I disappear, that's what happened. Oh, Jesus, really? Come on. The damn wire keeps pulling back from the wall. Sometimes you need a helping hand. Because these lights are really good. It's a shame that this stuff isn't more readily available. It's like, why is it so difficult to get 12 volt stuff? It's like retarded. Now that off-grid is pretty popular. Not the best, but better than what it was. And I'm going to straighten this connector up too. Or I might leave it. Well, I might as well since the power's off. So this just gets twisted around. Like so. And I'll use black tape for the negative. Hopefully. Oh wow. That's ridiculous. So obviously I don't have the right gear. And it's annoying. Hey guys, beautiful day in the tiny house, windows open. I'm just chilling out here and watching some InfoWars, Alex Jones. I moved the treadmill over just a bit, or not treadmill, elliptical. I did my round on that thing and just kind of moved it over, and I actually have the fan blowing right here on full speed, and it's actually a nice setup because it's hitting the back wall here, and I'm getting quite a nice blast of fresh air throughout the tiny house, as you can tell with all the movement of the flag and the survival blankets. And yeah, so just enjoying myself right now, in the bed, of course, just taking a break here. And yeah, just catching up on Alex. Got a lot. I'm about a couple months behind on him, but I don't know if I'll ever catch up. But see what happens. Got the kitchen looking pretty good. And oh yeah, I was thinking about, while I was just sitting here enjoying the tiny house, right where the studs are exposed, I think I'm gonna buy 12-foot long 2x4s and screw them sideways into the frames at the top, and then on the bottom of the 2x4s that would be just screwed in, I can then put the sheets up for the ceiling, screw them into the 2x4s on either end, and that should solve a lot of issues. I think that's what I'm gonna do. And with the overhanging stuff here, obviously the 2x4 will go up underneath, be screwed in, and then that is overlapped on top of the whatever materials left will be overlapped over the 2x4, awaiting the plywood sheeting as my new ceiling in here. And that should give me a decent air gap, couple inches anyway. Let me see, it'd be probably, no, it'd be more than a couple inches. It'd be like 6 inches of air gap, so I can run wires, run appliances, well, lines to appliances, have my survival blankets up there, and make the tiny house look a hell of a lot nicer, so I won't have this stuff hanging around the walls, right? And when it goes across here, actually, the 2x4 will go, you know, if that's, let's say this area is 12 feet long, right, from that gas pipe to this seam over here, then obviously the 2x4 will go across there, the sheeting will go up, and then all you'll see is this window minus that crap in the back. I'll bend my fingers a little bit so you'll see the ceiling and the window and not all this exposed survival blanket and stuff. Uh-oh, screensaver mode. But yeah, really loving the tiny house, guys. I'm always shocked that I can't believe I can run all this stuff on 4 solar panels and 2 small mediocre batteries. Now, one battery is 33 amp hours, which is nothing, and the other is probably like 20 or less, 15 maybe. What I just can't wait until I get the, here, let me turn the camera on myself. I can't wait until I get the 800 amp hour battery bank, because imagine what I can do. Like, look what I'm doing with this. Imagine what I can do with that. Obviously, massive upgrades are going to happen. We're going to have the aquaponics running full time. I got to figure all that out, so that'll be in coming videos. We're going to have my off-grid fridge, that little green one, brought over, running in here 24/7. Not in winter months, of course. Well, it might be possible depending on how things go. And like I say, I got 4 panels. 4 out of 20. So I have all those remaining panels, and it's like right now it's overkill, like with what I got. Other than I'd love to have bigger batteries, but I got what I got. I've been less and less worried about my solar power, checking the voltages. Like in the beginning, you're always checking the displays, checking, because you don't want to damage anything. But I've come to kind of know when I need to take a look, and I'm not checking as much. And the other reason is because I'm always in float mode, even with all this gear running. It's ridiculous. So, ridiculous in a good way. So, yeah, I'm just chilling here. I was about to pass out. I should go out and hit the trail. But I was pretty whipped. It's pretty comfortable in here with the... I got the fan running and the window is open and it's all the fresh air. Oh my god. Love it. And I don't even have my own property yet, so I'm not even in the country, but I'm getting some nice nice stuff going on. The plants are doing well. They're loving it in their new location there. And what more can you say? That's pretty awesome. So, yeah, it's about what, coming up on 2 o'clock here. I'll have to get out of lazy mode here, and I just did I did my normal elliptical run. I did what is it? 2 laps, and then I'll do some of the barbells that are just actually like down here in front of the bed. I think they're just little 5-pound weights. Well, I just try and do little things. And then the nice thing is about barbells, I was actually just sitting on the bed watching the video here while doing that, and then jump back on, do 2 more laps on the elliptical machine. There's a little thing on here. Yeah, there it is, that circle. There's these little bars, like as I go normally all the way around this bar, it tracks your progress, like so many steps, I guess, or whatever it is. It goes all the way around slowly and all the way to the beginning again, and I consider that a lap. Well, that's what I call it anyway. So And it's not a quick thing. Like, you're on there quite a bit for each lap. So, yeah. And then I got my garbage over here that I'm going to be removing because it's pretty much getting full. And then I'll have to grab another trash bag and set that up in here. But yeah, just enjoying myself in the tiny house, guys. It's looking not too bad, and it'll look even better once the ceiling's done. It's gonna look strange losing the blue ceiling and going to the plywood look, but that's the way it is. And then I'm gonna try to see, before I even do the ceiling, guys, which is kind of a pain for me, I gotta figure out what the heck I'm gonna do for this battery bank in the storage room back here, because I don't have a clue. You guys are gonna have to help me out on which direction I should go, and then I'll have to dig up some funds for that, see what I can do here. But just a relaxing day off the grid, and I'm super impressed what I did with my solar system. Big thanks to High Tech Guy 18 Stu, or High Tech Guy 18 aka Stu, which is his first name, his real name, and then John and Dave, I think, were the guys who, and actually Stu as well, recommending the 2x4s go underneath my long length of angle iron for each side of the solar panels. That worked out perfect. With all the wind we've had, guys, the solar panels haven't moved an inch with my little design up there, so that worked out well. And yeah, things are happy. Dad's okay after that craziness that happened, and there's the fan going there. Yep. Yeah, and I still gotta figure out this layout. The TV and that stand are obviously moving, but for now they're there because of the easy access to the power, right? And there's no need for the fireplace as of yet, because it's beautiful out. And I got the elliptical there. I kind of moved it on a slant, so walking to get back to the solar locker, or whatever, the solar room. I can either go sneak it across this way, or I walk around the elliptical this way and back in there. Because of the way I got it positioned on the floor, I got it off this wall here. So yeah, so we're gonna have to figure out a layout, but that'll all, whatever, we'll get there. And once the ceiling's up, I can start running the power properly up inside the ceiling to the different locales. Oh, and the that LED light over there, where is it? Over there somewhere near the window. Yeah, I just rigged it up the way I had it originally, and so the wires aren't pulling out, and it works, so I don't think I'm gonna get too concerned about it. I should buy like a soldering kit from Wish, see what they got on there, because soldering those two together would be probably the best idea. And then I can tape it. And a little air gap in the door. Yeah, I made a wish list as well about, I'm gonna get some spray foam, and I have to do some work on the outside, like when I open the door, the outside areas that stick out a bit. I have to do all that, maybe put some plywood up too, who knows there. But ant issue is pretty much resolved. Thank God. Falling asleep here, holy crap. But yeah, I'll have to hit the trail, make a video, maybe go on from there. We'll see what happens. But I'll talk to you guys in a bit. And yeah, just a beautiful day here at the Off-Grid Tiny House. Hey guys, Rob from the Off-Grid Tiny House. Queue up, Demi Lovato's, cool for the summer. Anyway, I'm on the trail today. I got my EDC bag on. See if you can see it. Hold the camera over there. Testing that out. Also, I have one of those stainless steel ring loops that I'm also testing out. For the test, I have I got my key ring that has all my keys to the tiny house. Basically, just onto the loop and onto a hook on the back of the EDC bag, and we're gonna see if I lose my keys or not. Kind of important test, right? Weather is beautiful. No humidity. Nice breeze every once in a while. Over to my north though, looks like we got some thunderstorms possibly coming in. It is, yeah, that was like nasty. So it looks like it's starting to build something there. Yeah, I wanted to hit the trail, try some gear out, test it out. EDC bag's not too bad. It's just an over-the-shoulder bag. Obviously a lot lighter than my bug-up bag. But then again, your downside is you only have a limited amount of stuff. But it's pretty nice out here, guys, I gotta admit. Nobody's on the trails on a day like this, which is crazy. It's on a Sunday too. We got Fear the Walking Dead tonight. Gonna look forward to watching that. And yeah. Oh, not only the north, I can see through the tree line there. Here, let me go back. Looking kind of ominous towards the States. That's towards the US there, so it'll be coming in off the lake, I'm sure, out of Michigan way. So we got that to contend with later tonight. Crazy. This camera was totally dead when I went to grab it, but I knew something like that was going to happen because the battery pack in this thing is so old, and I haven't even touched this thing until hitting the trail. This is my outdoor camera, but this was the original camera I used when building the tiny house until I got the upgrade there. So yeah, crazy. But just gorgeous out, guys. Got the shorts on. I'm killing it. Oh, I see some people over there. Yeah, there's a couple people walking. Here is an area next to the river where if I ever had an SHTF situation, this brings me right down to the bank and I can get water right out of there. There's a nice spot right in there. I scouted all this out already. Obviously overgrown because it's not maintained at all. Who would, right? But that's the way it is. Check behind me. Never know. I've never been caught filming out here though. Not that like it's an issue, but you never know. Yeah, so it's the first time I had these shades on since the trip too. But they're doing okay. I thought they were wrecked because of the lenses were so dirty, but no, they just needed a good cleaning. And that's what I did. So I'm going to film as long as possible until this battery dies. And then I'm sure some of you have already shut me off at the 3-minute mark. Oh, they got some kind of weird guardrail and bench set up there. Look like they did that rednecky style. Here's another one too. What the hell? What are they doing here? Just throwing stuff up against the trees? Crazy. Here's a little picture of the pathway. But yep, getting my exercise in, taking full advantage of this beautiful day. I got a canopy of the trees right now, so obviously that's why I got a little darker on camera. Oh, there's a duck, mallard. Here, let me get that for you. Oh, 2 ducks. Oh no, just one. Sorry guys, there's no stabilization mode on this thing. See if I can get close without disturbing him. He's on somebody's lawn, but the river's right here at the trail. Oh, he's coming over closer. Hopefully I don't scare him off. Always see lots of wildlife around. That's a big duck too. He's getting something on the ground here. Nice mallard duck. I'll leave him be. He's camera shy. There we go. Always nice to see some nice wildlife on the trail. I don't disturb them. Try not to. They got enough things to contend with. Yeah, there's some decent spots down there too for getting water, but obviously not going to climb down there. But that's my water source, guys. Anybody wants to know. Fresh water supply that feeds into the Great Lakes is this river, but definitely needs heavy filtering. I would run it through a Berkey or a Sawyer type filter. Then I'd boil the hell out of it and maybe even throw it through a filter again after that when it cools. But yeah, she's looking pretty good. Pretty good. How much time do I got left? Still going. Oh well. But yeah, so that's my trail walk. I'll do another lap. We got the park coming up. I don't want to film in there, but I'll do another lap and see if I can get some more angles for you guys. Maybe the duck will still be hanging around. Who knows? See you in a bit. Cool for the summer. Alright, I'm going to show you how the EDC's bag's working out. Alrighty. Hang on a minute, guys. So, Here is the EDC bag, little paracord on there. Not that it's doing much. Checking out my stainless steel ring holding the weight of the keys. Good to go. So let's put this back on. And keep on trucking. Oh, now we're in the red. Perfect. So, I probably won't make it to the area where that duck was in time, but keep talking till this thing dies. We're on lap number 2. I think we got spoiled, so I think our good weather's gonna end tonight with some rain showers. Be nice for the garden though. And yeah, looking good out here. Looking good. Yeah, definitely looking a little dark. All overgrown weeds, guys. Check that out. Can you say back to nature? There's some good dry wood in there though. Once fall hits, actually early winter, all this brush will die off. There's some good seasoned wood in here, ready to roll. Not much to last the whole winter on, but that's what I'm dealing with here. Anyway, yeah, it's looking nasty still out that way. Man. Well, I had a pretty good day other than that. Did some stuff at the trailer. Got that video up. I'm sure most of you have seen it. If not, check it out. You're probably a subscriber. If not, I'm sure you can locate the button. But yeah, just getting some exercise in. Enjoying the awesome day we got. And thankful I didn't lose my dad the other day there. Whew, that was a hell of a... I would have lost... Well, if I wasn't paying attention, put it this way, guys. You guys probably wouldn't be getting any videos from me, because we would have went head on into that truck. Possibly me and my dad would have died. So we were all buckled in and everything, but still, head on collisions, you never know. Thank God I was there for that. Holy Christ. Yeah, I talked to my dad about what happened, and he's like, yeah, let's turn the radio on, get some tunes. And then boom, before he got to reach to turn the knob, that was it. He was out. And he was sweating like crazy too. Even we had the air conditioner on in the truck. It wasn't that warm out. And we weren't that, exhausted from our first job that morning. But, man, if I wasn't there, it'd be a whole nother story I'd be telling you guys, I tell you what. Or if I was able to make it out, that's the thing. So, thank God for that. Unreal. So, kind of reflecting on what happened to me on this walk. Lucky to be alive. Lucky to save my own dad, right? That's pretty crazy. Normally you'd think it'd be the other way around, but thank God I was there. We're coming up on the area where that mallard was. Oh, there's somebody back here. Oh, they're leaving. Oh, they got a dog out. Hold on. Alright guys, made it back to the homestead here. EDC and ring survived perfectly. So I'm gonna have to give a thumbs up to these guys on Wish. They're affordable, and I got them free because they came late. So there you go. Pretty awesome. So that's it for now, guys. Made her back home safe before that rain hits. Alright. Talk to you later.